What's going on, guys? Welcome to Rants Red Talk, where we discuss the topics that you send to me on Twitter. Big up, man. Like, I put the tweet out, 100 tweets, 100 replies within an hour. So I've just picked the best ones here for you. And yo, we're just gonna get straight into that. All right, the first one is at QJNM. It says, do you believe that we can compete for the title with Ollie next season? By the way, love the channel, bro. All right. 100% I think we can, bro. Like, I think we'd be competing for the title if he started this season. I think we've got the players. We've shown that we can score the goals when we need to score the goals. He's got the tactical fluidity. Like, we've played against loads of different teams and we've set up differently depending on what players we have available and also what we're playing against. So Ollie showed his tactical nous. He's actually shown that he can get certain things out of certain players playing in certain positions that we didn't know about. For instance, when you look at Dallo, like, under the last manager, there's no way we would have seen him at right wing. There's absolutely no way. And then we've got certain players that we could utilize in different positions going forward. So I think that we'll challenge for the title next season, 100%. I think that would be the objective. Ollie always says that. When we win a game, he's like, we're Manchester United, we expect to win this game. We expect to win this game. Like, he's got it. Like, he gets it, you know? Like, he is one of us. So I think that he'll go into the transfer market, looking to strengthen the team. He knows he's been at Manchester United when they were at their peak, when they were at the pinnacle of football, innit? So he knows the levels that you need to have within a squad to challenge on all fronts, because that's what he'll want to do. He won't just want to say win the league or whatever. He'll want to win everything because he's got that mentality. So he'll go in the boardroom, he'll try and sign the right players in order to take us back to where we belong. So to answer your question, absolutely, bro. You guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Like, do you think that we'll be challenging for the league next season? Remember, I did say to you, that with the squad that we have, we should be challenging. And I said this last season, and I said it at the start of the season, and a lot of people laughed at me, and I was proved right, because our form under Ollie is as good as anyone else's in Europe since he's taken over. We lost our first game in March, at the start of March, you know, the first game since December. So people have to put respect on that. The PSG result, you could argue, like even Ollie said, he said it's 2 games. He said it's 2 halves, innit? It was 1 game because the result. So we only lost the first half. So if you're saying we didn't lose that because over 2 legs we won, then boom. Man lost our first game and it took us nearly 4 months to do it. So, like, who can argue with those numbers? All right, next one is at Crafty13. It says, with Lukaku not being clinical enough against top teams, do you think it's time Martial got a chance up front? I've been saying this. Anthony Martial is the best striker at this club. He is. Like, he's a victim of his own versatility and his own quality, because he's the best player for us on that left-hand side. And he's our best finisher. So, because he's our best finisher, like, I want to see him as a 9. But then Rashford on the left ain't really good enough, innit? Like, what we lose from taking Martial from the left and putting him in the middle, like, we gain something up front, but we lose a lot on the left. Whereas with Martial playing on the left and Rashford playing up front, we lose a little bit, but Rashford still offers something there. Do you see what I mean? So I think that unless we had like a top class left winger, which we do in Martial, unless we had another one, putting Martial up front, I think the team lose something. I really do, innit? So I do agree with you that Martial is the best striker at the club and he should be played up front, but with the current players we have available, I don't think it would be sensible. I don't think it'd be sensible at all, bruv. And there's a shout for Mason Greenwood as well, blood. There's a shout for Mason to be given a chance up front, because I believe with Martial on the left, Mason can also play down the middle, bruv. He's sensational, man. I can't compliment that guy enough, man. I think I saw another tweet about him, so I'm not going to go into too much detail because I think I'm going to touch on that a bit later. But let me know in the comments what you man thinking about Martial down the middle. I saw loads of shouts, me included. He should get his fucking number 9 shirt back. Like, it's a travesty. Like, fucking Snorri, the bus driver, took that 9 off his back gave him the 11, gave it to fucking Zlatan, who was there for 1 season, which was disrespectful. Then Zlatan moved to 10 anyway for fucking Lukaku. Lukaku's never a Manchester United number 9. Never, 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 bruv. And you man saw the stats. Also, a lot of people were saying I've got an agenda against Lukaku, which is bullshit. You see me, yeah? I don't have agenda against no players, bruv. Like, I don't, innit? The bottom line is, I say what I see, bruv. Sometimes I'm harsh with the way that I put certain messages across, but that's because I don't sugarcoat shit. Why should I, bruv? Like, I'm not that kind of guy. When I'm seeing a stat out there that Lukaku scored 6 goals in 56 games against the top 6 teams, don't tell me, do not tell me there's no agenda. There's no agenda. It's clear to see he's a mid-table striker, bruv. That's what he is. Everton was his level. It was his level. Because he'll score against all the shit teams. Like, he scored a great brace against Crystal Palace. It was fucking Crystal Palace, though. You're meant to score against those kind of teams, blood. Like, the reason why players are elite level is because against the top teams, you get less chances, blood. 1 chance, 1 goal. That makes you elite. 2 chances, 1 goal. That makes you elite. When you need 5, 6 chances to score a goal, like was proven against Arsenal, because he had more than 3 chances and in the end didn't score a goal, and that cost us the game, bruv. Tottenham away from home, when he rounded the keeper and missed, that cost us the game, bruv. Brighton at home, when he missed a header from literally 3 yards out, no, Brighton away, headed it over the bar, then spooned another one over the bar. Those misses cost us the game. What Lukaku regularly does is, it's at 0-0 and he fluffs his lines, bruv, and then the other team go and score and we end up losing, bruv. I couldn't even count on one hand. I'd need both hands to count how many times I've watched this happen to us. When we had a Ruud van Nistelrooy, a clinical finisher, you know if you get the ball into Ruud, 1 chance, 1 goal. Champions League, he kept doing it. 1 chance, 1 goal. 1 half a chance, 1 goal. Top players don't even need a full chance to score, they need half. Lukaku needs 1.5 plus another 1.5. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because even a normal chance ain't a chance for him, blood. It's not. Man needs an extra half on top of that full chance just to work the keeper. It's not good enough, blood. And it's got nothing to do with anything. Loads of people saying, after the PSG, don't give him stick and this, that and the other. Bro, it was 1 game in how many games? It's not good enough. He's not consistently top level enough for man to call him an elite striker. He costs 75k and he's on 250k. And he believes that he should be in the team. He shouldn't be in the team, bro. Because when we played Rashford up front, Jesse on the right, Martial on the left, we ain't lost the game. We ain't even come close to losing a game. The only times we started slipping up was when Lukaku came in and we were trying to accommodate him, blood. Because Marcus Rashford lost form. If you look at the games here, the Burnley game, Lukaku played. This game, Lukaku played, blood. Those are the only 2 games where we've come close to losing, blood. The only 2 games, and he's played in both of them. That's not a coincidence. And he should have scored both goals in both those games. So it's not an agenda, guys. It's facts, innit? You know what I'm saying? I hate to lean heavily on statistics because they don't tell the full story, and I'll always stand by that. But 56 attempts, yeah, against top clubs and 6 goals, that tells a fucking story. That tells you that against the top teams, you're not going to get 5 or 6 chances to score. And when he doesn't have those, he doesn't score. PSG, he was on a purple patch. That's brilliant. Do you know what I'm saying? Buffon spilled the ball, he got a tap in. On another day, Buffon ain't spilling that, bruv. I believe it was written in the stars. It was great reaction to get there, but he couldn't miss. The first chance, he went round Buffon. I told you, the touch was so heavy, yeah, that he nearly took the ball off the pitch. He ended up making it harder for himself. The angle that he put the ball in from was a fucking elite angle to get that ball in. But the chance he missed against Tottenham, it was easier. It was easier than that. Like, he actually made work harder for himself because the touch round Buffon was heavy and then he had to slide and hook it back in, bruv. You watch the Tottenham one when he went round the keeper and then put it across the goal, bruv. Open fucking goal. And he missed. So, man can't tell me because he scored 2 goals against PSG, yeah, that all of a sudden, man just have to forget that he's not levels. I'm not forgetting that, guys. So let me know in the comment section. Of course, there's going to be rebuttals because there are a few Lukaku fanboys that follow me and that's fine, innit? But I honestly think he's shit. Alright, next one is @_Matthew, man like Matthew McFadden, my guy. Thought the biggest issue was playing Pogba wide left against Arsenal. Need to get back to a three-man midfield ASAP. McTominay, Herrera, Pogba with Dalot when Lingard's not fit. Rashford and Martial should be playing as often as possible now. 100% agreed. I think that's our best shape. I think that our best shape is the three in the middle. I'm definitely playing Sergio Biscuits, man like McTominay's blood instead of Matic. Matic is a liability. You lot saw against Arsenal again. I think Matic is poor, bruv. Like, I really do. I think he's shit. Like, he's a squad player. He's over the hill. He's peaked. He's slow. He's not mobile. And he holds onto the ball too long. Like, he dribbles like he literally thinks that he's a prime Ryan Giggs. He's not. He needs to release the ball a lot quicker. McTominay does that. McTominay knows his strengths and his weaknesses. McTominay is a limited footballer, but he follows instructions well. He's disciplined. He just wins the ball and gives it. I'm playing McTominay ahead of Matic. I'm playing Ander Herrera and I'm playing Pogba. It's that simple. Pogba, in the advanced role, we haven't seen that for a long time because Ander and Matic were both injured. So when people think that Pogba's off form, he's not off form. He's been asked to do a different role in the team and curb his attacking instincts, yeah, for the sake of the team. And he's doing a good job of that, but we don't want to see Pogba doing that. We don't, innit? Like, I'd play McTominay, Fred and Pogba when Ander Herrera's not fit, but we have to see Pogba in that advanced role. We have to. And the front three, you're right. Dalot on the right gives us that width because he does hug the touchline. He wants to go down the outside. He will whip crosses in. And with Rashford in the box and also Martial coming in at the back post from the left wing, you've got two natural strikers coming onto the end of Dalot's crosses. So I completely understand. We need to get this top four. And I think the way to get top four is just to be ruthless now with our selections. We have to play our strongest team and we just have to absolutely just smash them. And I saw something somewhere. Arsenal got to play 5 of their last 8 games, yeah, in the league away from home. These men will drop points. They won't finish in the top 4 and they won't finish above us. So if any of you lot are worrying about that, don't worry about them fucking pricks. Let me know in the comment section, guys. Do you agree with Matthew and that midfield three? And what do you think of Dalot at right wing? Personally, I've been impressed so far. Here's another one. Do you think Pogba plays better attacking wise with Martial, Rashford and Lingard as a front three because Lukaku's build-up play isn't the best? And that's at Rashi2135. I do, but I also think that Rashford plays better when Lukaku doesn't play. If you look, yeah, Rashford's form has suffered majorly since Lukaku's come back in the team. And we've overlooked it because Lukaku's been firing and getting us out of jail. But Rashford hasn't been playing well. PSG, it was his shot that the keeper spilled and then he scored the penalty. So people overlook the fact that he had a stinker. Against Arsenal, he had a stinker. Against Crystal Palace, like, he had a stinker. Bro, like, it's one of them ones where, like, Rashford's been off form ever since Rom's come back. And that's why I would sell him, because I think that not only is he not good enough, but he also disrupts the pattern of other players. Sanchez does the same thing. Sanchez disrupts Pogba. He disrupts players that like to drift. So I do think that Pogba plays better with Rashford as the focal point, because Rashford will lay it off, bounce it off and then make the run to get slid in, whereas Lukaku just wants it in behind all the time. He doesn't really want it to feet because he doesn't really trust his touch. So 100% I would agree that Pogba plays better, but I think that the reason why Pogba's not on form right now is only because he's playing in a different role. I don't think it's because Lukaku's playing. Let me know what you think about that, guys, in the comment section. Obviously, keep it interactive. I answer your comments, man, and I'm loving it. The videos are averaging about 200-300 comments, which is fucking brilliant, man. So keep it coming. We're gonna go to the next one, which is at United_disciple. Is De Gea distracted by these contract talks? Looks like his form has dipped. I don't think so. These men are professionals. When they're on the pitch, they're not thinking about contracts. They're not thinking about money. They're not thinking about what they're going to have for dinner. These men are thinking about the game. This is it. His contract talks are not going to they're not going to disrupt his form. De Gea has always had dips in his career, bruv. He's always had dips, like, with us. Like, the difference is, yeah, usually when he makes a mistake, it doesn't cost us a game. That's why everyone's saying Arsenal, this, that and the other. Usually De Gea makes a mistake, but we still win. This wasn't one of those games. De Gea does make mistakes. De Gea's kicking can be suspect at times. There's back passes and then he fucking miskicks it and then he gives us problems. Like, he's not a perfect goalkeeper, but he's still the best in the world. So I don't think these negotiations are disrupting him. People could have said the same thing about Ander Herrera. Ander Herrera's negotiations were going on for so fucking long, but he was getting player of the months, bro. Like, these men don't worry about that. These deals are intricate, especially the money that De Gea wants, yeah? He's going to get it. But obviously, these contracts, especially big money contracts, they take time to negotiate. So nothing is happening more than them man are doing little things here, image rights here, performance bonuses, this here, how much the signing on fee is, all of this. Bruv, that's all it is. That's all it is. He will get his money. He knows he'll get his money. I think he's confident he will get his money, guys. So I wouldn't worry about that. So, in short, De Gea just made a mistake, bruv. It happens. He's a human being. That is it. I don't think it's got anything to do with the the contracts. And I think that all the players that we want to keep, we will keep. And all the players we don't want, we will get rid of. All right, last one. We're going to go for Justin Williams. It's at handsome_JUS again. Rashi looked tired. He hasn't been as clinical lately. Would you rest him against Wolves and let Mason take his place? Loving the content, by the way. A1 as per. Big up my G. I wouldn't rest him against Wolves because Wolves is a must-win game. But I would give Mason half an hour if we're ahead against Wolves going into the last half an hour, which I expect us to be. I'm going to be at the game with Flex. I can't wait for that. Rashi has definitely not been as clinical lately, but Rashi's not clinical, bruv. I've been telling you, like, I'm a big fan of Marcus Rashford. I love him, but I know his limitations. He's not clinical. Rashford gets excited in front of goal. He snatches at chances. He does that. He'll always do that. He'll never be Anthony Martial when it comes to picking a spot and putting it there. But Rashford hits the ball well. He will score you a worldie every now and then. The back post header that he missed, I think against PSG from the Pereira cross, should have scored that. Like, Rashford will do that. The goals he's meant to score, he'll miss. And then he'll score absolute fucking worldie goals. That's what he is. But Mason Greenwood, he's ready. People asking me, is Mason ready? Mason's been fucking ready. Mason is the guy, bruv. He's ice cold. He's the best striker I've seen in that Manchester United reserve team that I can remember. I remember watching Giuseppe Rossi, Sylvain Blake, and then, man, I don't know how old some of you lot are watching, but I used to watch the reserves on MUTV, still do, but Giuseppe Rossi and Sylvain Blake, that partnership, them man were bagging goals. But Mason Greenwood is a level above these man. When I saw Rossi, I thought he would be a first team Manchester United striker. Didn't work out. Mason Greenwood is definitely going to be a Manchester United first team striker, bruv. He's better than Marcus Rashford now. I'm telling you this, like, I'm not gassing, bruv. Marcus Rashford, when he broke through, it was a lot of right place, right time, because he was doing well in the reserves, but he wasn't tearing up trees the way Mason's tearing up trees in the reserves. I would argue, like, Chong as well isn't really tearing up trees in the reserves the way Mason is. And Gomez, we know Gomez is quality, bruv. Like, Gomez is different, innit? But Mason Greenwood is the truth, blood. He just looks like a black Robin Van Persie, blood, with pace. That's what he looks like. It's frightening. Like, he can finish with both feet. Man takes free kicks and corners with both feet. He can dribble. He can do everything. Mason Greenwood is the truth, bruv. He is going to be, I think, the next big thing striker-wise for England, yeah? Like, after Harry Kane. I do think so, blood. I think that he'll surpass Marcus Rashford, and I think that he'll do it fairly soon. I think in the next 2 years he could do it if he gets blooded. I wouldn't want him to go out on loan. I want to keep Mason at the club because he is a fucking bad boy, blood. It's Mason FC, Greenwood FC, blood. I'm a big fan of this guy. He's probably my favourite player outside of the first team. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys, about Rashi. Would you give him a rest? He does definitely look tired, but also I think that he's just a bit short of confidence because he ain't really bagged like the way he's been bagging before. Let me know in the comments, guys. Alright, guys, and that was your Rants Red Talk for today. Make sure you jump in that comment section and let me know what you think on all the topics we covered. Smash that fucking like button if you haven't already, and make sure you sub. And I know someone said, oh, I'm not going to smash the like button because I got a touchscreen phone. I hear all of that, but just hit the fucking button, rude boy. Make sure you sub. Make sure you follow the social media for all your trolling needs, bruv. It's at Rants and Bants on Twitter and Instagram. I'll be having man on strings regularly. And yeah, we're just going to keep it interactive. I appreciate you guys' support. As usual, the discount code for your clothes is in the description, man. Like, I'll always try to give back to you when I can. The kit launch for the United stand is at the end of this month, and the football trials. So if you haven't sent your CVs in to Mark, there's an email address that you can contact him on. That's on in Twitter. And look out for the kits. They are wavy, guys. I appreciate you.